Ladies and gentlemen,
Wow.
let's get ready to start up it! Oh, my bad.
That just happened.
Oh, fuck!
It's there, baby.
It's there.
What's up, what's up? Welcome to Startup X, presented by 2SIG TV. I am your host, Six Sensei. Joining me today, Sig Lawless.
What's up?
Six Psycho. How's it going,
What's
gentlemen? If you'd like to see your gameplay featured right here, just like we said last week, and we're going to say it every week, you want to see your gameplay featured right here in the podcast, right over there somewhere.
Over there.
All you got to do is put it in your vault, label it Startup X, send us an email, 2sigtv@gmail.com, or hit me up on Twitter at 2sigtv, and I will go capture your gameplay and we'll feature it right here on the Startup X Show, weekly gaming news podcast. So, not a whole lot of news today.
No.
Not a whole lot of news this week at all. Slow. It's December.
Yeah.
You know, we're waiting for things to come
dude,
on.
it's the week before Christmas.
It is the week before Christmas. By the way,
everybody's taking vacation.
by the way, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you, buddy.
That leads us to our first email. I wasn't going to go there, but it leads us to an email from Joseph.
Let's segue it.
Let's segue straight to the emails, because this is, you know, we're just sitting here chit-chatting. Joseph writes in and says, hey, what's your thoughts on the Merry Christmas versus Happy Holidays thing? And this is not gamer related, but, you know, since we don't have a whole lot to talk about today, you know, tell us in the comment section below, what do you think about it, of the whole thing? But we're going to chit-chat about it right here, right quick. What's your thoughts?
Dude, I'm straight in Merry Christmas. I mean, it's Christmas. I mean, granted,
Agreed.
there are other holidays in the beginning of the month, but this is Christmas time.
I mean,
Let those other holidays go on
say,
in the beginning of the month.
Early December, people still say Merry Christmas and things like that. I mean, I'm all about respecting other people's religions and beliefs and everything, but flip that coin, they should respect mine. Well, if I say Merry Christmas, they're more than welcome to say Happy Hanukkah.
Well, dude,
I'm happy with that. I'm not going to feel offended because they said Happy Hanukkah,
All right, bro.
right?
But the funny thing is, like, all these, like, big name brands and retailers and all that, they're like, okay, we have to switch it to Happy Holidays, you know, so nobody gets offended.
Yeah, we have to say Happy Holidays.
We're going to stick Santa Claus's face on everything.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me right now?
The Old Navy commercial that stirred up a little buzz. What the hell did they say? Merry Christmas Kwanzaa.
Yeah.
Well, like beating around the bush on that one, or what? I think that offends everybody.
That's
just roped them all in. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I respect the religion.
Dude, I have no problem saying Happy Holidays in the beginning of the month, but like, say right now and around Christmas time, it's Merry Christmas.
You'll adjust it. You'll adjust it throughout the month, just like you would adjust.
I'm adjustable.
Good morning,
you know, like
to good afternoon or something.
Like, dude, like from like the beginning of November to like the week before Christmas, I have no problem saying Happy Holidays. But
I hear you.
dude, I mean, when it's Christmas time, you say Merry Christmas.
Yeah, like November through the beginning of December, I'm not saying shit. You kiss my ass. Like when it comes around to Christmas, you know,
this was a week and a half. You got the deadline.
Well, like, to be honest with you, I don't ever walk up to somebody and say Merry Christmas. Like, I don't ever start that. You know, it's
maybe
always
on Christmas
it's a
Eve.
response. It's
maybe
all,
on
you know?
Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Like on Christmas Eve, I say, "Hey, Merry Christmas. How you doing?"
Yeah, I'll be like, man, I don't want to see you. I'm trying to go home. Hurry up. Like, you know.
Trying to go please somebody.
Yeah, for people who don't know, we work in convenience and grocery stores all day long. So, we got like 60, 70 people a day saying Merry Christmas to us.
And some saying Happy Holidays.
I say Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
They tell me Happy Holidays. I say Merry Christmas to you, sir.
And, I mean, if you're gonna get offended by that, well, fuck you. I mean, it's that simple. Like, you know, to get offended over something that's stupid, like, you know, big fucking deal. This is America. The main holiday for America is Christmas. Like, get over it.
All right. So this is a gaming news show here. So we're gonna talk a little bit about gaming. If you're joining us for the first time, we do talk about gaming. And first of all, recently released news is the first DLC map pack for Modern Warfare 3 on January 24th. Of course, that's Xbox. We can assume February 24th is when we'll see it come out on the PlayStation.
All right. Does it come with dedicated service?
Nope.
Then I'm not paying for it. Fuck you, Activision.
Does not come with dedicated servers. But Robert Bowling did confirm that the pack will include Spec Ops missions and a variety of things players have never seen before.
Like a good connection on Call of Duty?
Or dedicated servers.
What are they going to show us that we haven't seen yet? Like this whole Modern Warfare 3 itself was supposed to be groundbreaking in the Call of Duty series, and it turned out to be Modern Warfare 2.5. Like, what are they going to show us? Are you going to put aliens in Modern Warfare 3? We haven't seen that
Zombies.
yet. Are we going to be riding around on horses with, fighting Indians and shit? Like,
Yeah,
I mean, come
taking
on.
the next level.
Well, I mean, what are they going to show us?
I don't know. Maybe they're going to give us
They're going to give us a new.
Maybe they're going to balance the shotguns.
They're going to give us some new equipment to help benefit campers.
Oh. Bring on the motion sensor.
Yes, they're going to bring the motion sensor back.
They're going to bring some lanterns.
Oh my god. Well, so they can
hang on
hang
the
out in
tents.
the dark corner?
To hang on the tents.
Instead of bringing back the camera spike, they're going to bring back the sticky cam to where you can throw it down the hallway and it sticks to a wall and it gives you a little camera view on the shit.
I mean, maybe this insinuates that they are going to bring some equipment or different kill streaks or something like that. I mean, it could be interesting because never in a Call of Duty title before have they ever brought anything actual gameplay related. It's always just been maps.
No. And like I've always I've said this since I played Black Ops and I seen like the unlocks for the skins, the camos, like they gave some ugly fucking camos in Black Ops, yo. And like I was bitching about that shit the whole time. Why can't we get like a little DLC pack or some camos included with our DLC?
Camos.
Like,
or like they had the face paint.
Yeah, why not more face paints?
Like
they
you could have kept us interested in the face paints by bringing more, but I mean it got old after like a week. You're like, okay, I got them all.
Yeah, it's like there was two cool ones and everybody had the shit on their character, and you just see, they got the Joker face or whatever the death one was.
And maybe they'll bring in more challenges. Maybe they'll bring in more emblems, more titles. We can look forward to see what they're going to do. I mean, I know that Modern Warfare 3, they're trying to keep us interested. So hopefully they're going to bring something cool. Maybe more weapons. I doubt they're going to bring more weapons. They've never done it before.
No.
I really just don't see it happening this time.
I mean, I don't see that's just going to add in too many things that they're going to have to deal with later on down the road. If they bring in weapons, they're going to, one or two to three of them, is going to be.
They're going to have to patch
OP,
like four.
And they're going to have to patch the fuck out of them. They haven't
already
patched
still
the
got
ones
work
they have.
to do. They already still got tons of work to do.
So I don't see them bringing any weapons. But yes, titles, emblems, weapon camos, like that shit would be cool. Besides just maps.
I mean, I'm done with the camos already. I mean, I really don't use a camo until I get the gold camo for a weapon. Yeah. I just don't even use one, and that's, it's kind of like I said, it's just like a really, really short-lived cool thing. It just doesn't last very long for me.
My camo process goes, I don't put one on until digital camo, then after that it's blue, red, and gold. Like all the rest of them, fucking throw them out the window.
Yeah, it's kind of pointless, but like I said, they could keep us interested with cool stuff like that. But speaking of things they're bringing to the game, and I thought this was kind of cool, it just happened about a week ago, they're bringing in community playlist. Now, this drop zone gameplay it's a little weird. It's basically if you don't care about your KD for the most part, and you really like fast action, all around one specific area, and random kill streaks and stuff like that. It can be kind of interesting and intriguing if you're willing to just kind of let go of dying and all of that stuff. But
that shit is super fast paced, yo. Like
it's nuts.
If you're all about your KD, don't go play that game because you're gonna fucking rage hard, yo.
Yeah.
Be timing out like a mofo.
But it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool the way it works, though, because first of all, it's pretty cool that they're bringing community playlist in.
Yeah, very cool.
And trying out these new game types. Basically, what I'm thinking of it is, it's a community playlist. They're going to try out these game types, and if they work, maybe it'll become like a permanent game type. Say Modern Warfare 4, Black Ops 2, or whatever. Maybe it'll become something permanent, or maybe they'll just keep rotating new game types in and out. I mean, it could be pretty cool. It could be fun to see.
I mean, you could see that they were already trying to push the boundary on game types with Kill Confirmed and Team Defender. So taking from the community is not a bad thing. Like obviously, it's built in the community. If it's getting well renowned, then add it to the game.
Well, that's how my original gaming started with Counter-Strike. Is every game type I ever played, unless it was a competitive match, was custom build game types. Yeah. It was all custom build, and people really enjoy that because it changes things up. So I mean, we could be happy about that. But speaking of Modern Warfare 3, giving Xbox first their DLC, Microsoft is no longer going to appear at CES after 2012. So CES is an early gaming show. It happens usually January, February each year, and Microsoft said they're no longer going to appear at it after this next year. Well, what's your thoughts on that? I mean, why pull out? I mean, notice a lot of there's PAX West, PAX East, E3.
Yeah.
I mean, I know Microsoft don't go to Tokyo Game Show because the Xbox is pretty much non-existent over there. But why pull out of CES?
Microsoft's first party titles, it's not a vast library, so
they got Kinect. It's growing, baby.
Well, yeah, but like that's Kinect, and a lot of that shit is they're trying to push third party titles into Kinect hardcore, but. As far as their exclusives that are on the Xbox, they're not annual releases. They don't have anything that's an annual release, and then they don't.
A good point.
Like the scheduling of it is they don't even have the two top franchises releasing. Like, say you're not going to get a Halo next year just because Gears of War came out this year. Like, it doesn't work like that, you know. So I mean,
Halo's usually comes out pretty annually. I mean, there's never really been quite a schedule for Halo, but I mean, like this year, for example, they put the anniversary edition. My prediction was just because they wanted to have a Halo on the shelves for all the units they're selling.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm a little skeptical about Halo 4 coming out in 2012 just because it's a brand new team, and they're trying to make this game. They can't make it crap. Like, you can't bring a brand new team in and just ruin the Halo name. Like,
they're going to do a good
immediately.
job.
So
they're going to do a good job. They're a well-respected developer.
Yeah,
they're going to do a good job. They did a good job with the Halo Anniversary Edition. It's even well reviewed. But I mean, they were already great games built by Bungie. All you had to do was build on them. Listen to the community, build what they wanted, and then bring it to them. I mean, in all honesty, that couldn't have been that hard to do. So, but they do have a Halo on the shelves this year. But I think you bring up a very, very valid point, is that they don't have a lot of exclusives. They don't have a lot of things to announce. And they also said that a show so early doesn't line up with their strategic release schedule, which, it kind of makes sense when you don't have a whole lot to bring to the table and you're kind of relying on, your Call of Duty being your, in your back pocket, if you will, and you're kind of relying on Gears. Yeah, and you only have a couple things.
The thing is, I mean, why would you pull out of CES? Isn't that... I mean, wouldn't that be considered one of the major events of the year?
There's pretty much 4 major events, and 2 of them can be roped into one, right? PAX East and PAX West. Right. So that's one. You got E3, the hugest one, and the CES.
And CES.
The CES is so early. I mean, you got Tokyo Game Show, which is pretty big for everybody, but Microsoft's not going to be there.
I agree, it's early, but I mean, I would consider it the number 2 freaking event of the whole gaming industry. So I mean,
it may not be cost effective.
I mean, you would consider cost, but I forgot what I was going to say.
I think Microsoft can show everything they need to show at PAX and E3, and that's fine. That's I don't really focus too much on CES. Like you said, it's in the beginning of the year. Not too many people really want to tell what they're ready to tell.
But what's kind of crazy, and I hate to cut you off this time, but what's kind of crazy? These past 2 years, the March to August area has actually had some really good games come out. I mean, that's not typical. Take the last 10 years or so. March all the way to August has really not been a great game type, release. Yeah. Right. But last year,
but they normally wait till either holiday season or right after holiday season.
But they're selling well, right? Last year you had what did you have? No, 2 years ago you had Battlefield Bad Company 2 release. Mm-hmm. It was like a March 23rd release. Last year you get Red Dead Redemption. This year you get Portal, all releasing in that early window, and they're all doing well. They're making a stamp. Well, they're saying that you can release a game during this time of year and do something well. So hopefully some more games can, Mass Effect's moving early this year.
They're also taking advantage of the low peak period where not a lot of games are coming out.
That and
I think so too. I think shifting that, that's a good
point. They think all the big blockbusters are taking a holiday.
Who honestly wants to go up against Modern Warfare?
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't blame them. Get the hell out the way. I mean, my $60 is spent. For next year, it's already spent on the next.
Wait a couple months. Release a couple months later. People can have their money back. There you go.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it makes sense, but then you still got to wonder why are they pulling out of it? Because January, if they are starting to release games, and games are actually performing at in the March to August,
and also all of these things. I mean, it comes in the beginning of the year, but dude, a lot of these freaking like E3, they're showing stuff that's like E3 this year. They're showing stuff that's it's like 2 years away, 2 and 3 years away. I mean,
some things are shown 2 years away, some things are shown months away. I mean, it just depends. I mean, E3, all of these game shows, in all honesty, the way the media is now today, I mean, we're just hounds and hounds trying to get all the news. There's nothing new. Trying to keep a secret, one of these companies trying to keep a secret is like, it's virtually impossible.
Yeah, right.
I mean, like last E3 was like, it was kind of a bust. All right, say 2 years ago, not this E3, but the last one, there was a lot of news. Yeah, there was a lot of great things that come out of it. And
people were actually surprised when the news came out.
Exactly. And then people are getting more and more into gaming, and gaming is one of the biggest industries right now. This E3, PlayStation or Sony did something weird where they released all their stuff early. They got the buzz going about Sony, and then there was really like the E3 was just kind of like a whatever, Yeah, there was no real news, no real.
Yeah, the only thing PlayStation had going E3 was their apology.
Yeah, true, very true. I mean, I think they handled that well.
Yeah,
I think they did an okay job. It was real shitty. I mean,
that was
the only reason I played Black Ops single player.
That was the only thing that people didn't know was coming was their apology, and people really actually knew that it was coming.
Yeah, we knew it was coming.
But like pretty much everything that PlayStation had coming out on E3, people knew about.
Yeah, I think E3 is going to be fun. I don't know. CES without Microsoft is going to be. I don't know. We'll see what it is this year, and we'll try to subtract that and see what it turns into.
I mean, at this point, like it's only going to be Sony, right?
Well, no, you got Nintendo.
A lot of companies.
Who?
I said Nintendo.
The game developer, Nintendo.
Yeah, the game developer.
They got the Wii U,
Nintendo.
baby.
Take the Sega route. Stop it. No more consoles. You need to quit.
Stop with the consoles. You maybe stick to the handheld, but start making games.
Yeah, you can keep your handheld thing.
Well,
you're still a king of handheld.
You're tanking that right now. That's the only thing you had left, and you're driving that right into the ground. Like, what the fuck kind of business strategy is that?
Dude, I think the cell phones are driving the mobile gaming to the ground. I really think that's what's going on.
True
They're
that.
not driving it to the ground.
Well,
I think
they're bringing it up, baby.
I think
mobile
the thing
gaming,
is, I think cell phones are taken away from the mobile gaming.
From the handheld device.
From dedicated devices.
Right.
Yeah.
From handheld gaming devices, it's just going straight to cell phones.
What's the problem with that?
I
think
for
that's great.
For consumers, there's no problem. For developers like Nintendo and Sony, it's big problems because
they need to quit being shitheads and give me Mario on my iPhone. Like, get the fuck out of here!
Wow, what are you gonna do with Mario on your iPhone?
I'm gonna play that
use
shit.
Those fake ass analog sticks on there?
Hey, screw you guys! They got a whole freaking thing you can go buy. Well, no, that's for the iPad. Never mind. Never mind. But anyway, like
I mean, wait. Here's the thing, right? Why don't they make it to where you can take every phone's got Bluetooth, the PlayStation controller, Bluetooth. Why can't they make an app that connects your PlayStation controller to your phone and you can play games?
Well, I'm gonna be honest. Like Android might do that. But
Apple
Apple's going to release their own controller.
Yeah,
Apple would never do that.
And it'd be like $75.
And it's going to be like it's going to be like Bluetooth, but some like little different variation.
Yeah,
of
it's going to be like yellow tooth or some shit like
yellow
that.
tooth.
Yeah.
You can't use it with anything else because it's yellow tooth.
Proprietary Bluetooth? Is that what you were about to say?
That's what I said. Oh my god.
Oh, fucking Apple, y'all suck.
Everything's proprietary with Apple. I don't know. I mean, mobile gaming it's fine the way it is. I think it's
just moving in a different direction. I mean,
I think it's developers who need to get on board with that.
Right? Because you got this cell phone in your pocket, okay? Like,
all day.
I mean, this is the size of a cell phone, right? Like this is and this is a little thicker because it has an OtterBox on it. But this is about the size of a mobile gaming device.
And granted,
you want both of these in your pockets all day?
Granted, the 3DS is a little bigger, but who's going to carry both of them in their freaking pockets?
Like, you're going to have to walk around with the fucking knapsack, the fanny pack around your fucking waist.
We're going back to the 80s.
I mean,
the Vita is bigger.
Yeah, it's bigger than a PSP.
And the thumb nubs don't, like, you think they would sink in or something?
Nothing?
Nothing.
No.
They stick out.
You gotta carry like a big briefcase for the Vita.
Strike 5 for the Vita.
That's like strike 15 for the
Whatever.
Vita.
Like, I mean, dude,
That's
that,
just like go away Vita.
I mean, like,
They're
I
not
think
gonna
mobile
succeed.
gaming,
It's
it
done.
all needs to move into the cell phone direction. Like, you can go buy, you know, GTA Chinatown Wars,
Yeah.
$5 on the iPhone.
The
It's
only
fucking,
thing-
how much in the stores? Full
15,
price?
20 bucks?
Yeah.
I mean, you can find it in a bargain
And
bin
dude,
today.
yeah.
for 15 bucks.
it's the same game, and
Oh, it's the same game. I
and
played it on both.
it's great.
It's the
dude.
same game.
Yeah,
No, but
it's
Chinatown
great.
Wars is good.
Yeah.
My thing is, right, like that dedicated device, it usually is able to do more graphic fidelity. You're gonna have the controls that you're looking for. You're gonna, like the Vita's gonna have 2 knobs, 2 analog
Right.
sticks.
Well, granted,
the
yeah, it's
DS
gonna have
has the
buttons and
different
everything.
setups. But for kids, that's a little better for them, because they're gonna get to.
Yeah, well,
have
that's
their
why
own-
Nintendo excels because
Why they're winning.
they have the kid games. They
I
have
think-
the
I
doors
honestly
and
think-
all that shit.
I honestly agree with Michael Packer, big industry analyst. He said,
Who?
every time with this guy.
That just happened.
He said that the Vita is dead on arrival. And he said that before all of this negative news even started coming out.
I mean,
I agree.
I have to agree. As much as I don't want to agree, I want the Vita to succeed. I think it's going to be a powerful little handheld. I think it's priced right, not taking into consideration the stupid proprietary cards. But I think if I think it should succeed. I just think in today's market, it's not going to.
Right.
It's going to be an amazing device. It's just like I said, like we've all discussed. It's just the mobile gaming is going in an entirely different direction.
Pick up and put down. Pick up and put down. I mean, look at Angry Birds. Angry Birds is pretty damn simple.
yes.
That's like the best-selling title of all time. It sold more units than any Call of Duty.
I walked
It
into
sold more than
Walmart
anything.
today or this morning, and they got a whole display of Angry Birds plush pillows, blankets, T-shirts, all
Dude,
kinds of shit.
They have
Huge.
Angry Birds dog toys. Really,
Bird-
Angry Birds
Frisbees.
dog toys.
Dog
Yeah.
frisbees with the little pig in the middle.
Yeah, little tug of war toys. I mean,
Yeah.
it's retarded.
I mean, that shit blew up. 99
But I mean,
cents, yo.
the whole thing
Shit
about
blew
that
up.
is it's a little challenging, and it's pick up and put down. You can pick it up,
Yeah.
play it on the pooper,
Yeah.
and then put it back down.
That's like us. We
got.
got 15-minute breaks. What are we gonna do?
I'm not gonna play my Vita and pull out Uncharted
Yeah.
and try to get into an entire.
Take like
fucking-
3 minutes to load up, load the
If I
game.
want to play
Okay,
Uncharted, I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna sit
Exactly.
down, put my headset on. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna get maybe grab a beer.
dude, you're
And
gonna
I'm gonna
dig
play
in for a
Uncharted.
couple hours.
Absolutely.
I
But-
mean, I think there's still those hardcore mobile gamers out there, but they're few and far between. Like,
Well, it's
Flights.
those dudes that
People that take
that's
flights.
on those couple-hour flights. Yeah, you got
People that jump on, like, say if you live in San Francisco or something, and you take the whatever they call it,
The red eye?
train, the Muni or whatever they call
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You take that. It might be a 30, 45-minute ride. You can sink yourself into a game for a little bit, put it away. It's for those people. But I think that percentage of people is dying.
Yeah, it's falling down.
Everybody's life is like this. You don't
It's
have
like-
time to stop and just play a game
I mean,
mobily. When you stop and play a game, you're sitting down, you want the surround sound, your headset, you want to get into it.
You want to immerse in the game. You want to get the full experience, and you can't do that in mobile gaming. Mobile gaming, you just want something. Hey, I want to pass the time for 5 minutes.
That's the way it's going. And when you make those tiny little games, you're gonna pick up the kid audience, the women audience. I mean, my wife,
Right.
not a gamer, will pick up Angry Birds. This is cool.
Yeah.
She's not gonna do Uncharted. It's too much for her.
I mean, yeah, dude, the mobile gaming, like the cell phone gaming, they produce the games that they create such a broad audience. I mean, everybody plays these games.
And not only that, like, look at how fast the cell phone industry is progressing. Like, from,
If only
this
batteries
phone to
would
that
come with
phone to this phone to that phone.
Yeah, now they got like they got
It's just-
the processors like rivaling laptops
Right.
now.
I mean,
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
Infinity Blade. When I first seen that shit,
looks
last
good.
year
Epic
or,
made that, yeah.
or early this year, that shit.
Infinity Blade 2 is about to come
Yeah.
out, or it just came out.
That
Actually.
I was like, that's on the iPhone. Are
That's
you
on the
kidding
iPhone.
me?
iPad, it looks even better, high res HD.
Right?
Looks
Like-
awesome. The only thing that phones need to do is the batteries need to come.
Yeah.
They got some
Oh,
work
God.
to do, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they can pack more technology in these phones than we're getting right now. If only we had the battery life to support it. Battery technology is way behind right now.
I mean, the
it's
iPhone
unfortunate.
4S, what, you get 8 hours of talk time on one battery charge? Like, I mean, they're
That's if like no apps are running in the background.
They're progressing. You know, they're gonna get there.
Well, the Vita was, what did they say, 2 to 3 hours
yeah,
battery
like
time?
2.5 hours.
With the Wi-Fi and the 3G all turned off.
Yeah,
It's retarded.
Yeah,
I mean,
if
you
you
can't
got-
take a
if you-
5-hour flight.
Dude, you play a multiplayer game, you're done in 30 minutes.
Yeah, dude, I mean, I got an iPhone 3GS, and if I talk on it for 3 or 4 hours, that battery's done. You know?
Well, the thing is, right, the batteries will come out with a decent life, but batteries,
They
they go
degrade
bad
very
pretty
fast.
quick.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have much life in them. But I don't know. I think once batteries come up, you know, dedicated handheld devices will be gone, and your phones will absolutely take over. As soon as the batteries are able to take that, I know the processors can do it.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, definitely.
they'll be there soon enough.
Dude,
So
as soon as the
you know,
battery
this is
can
pretty
take-
much. I'll predict that this is pretty much the last run, right? The DS. I mean, I think Nintendo's probably going to have a couple more DSs come out in the next 2 months.
Yeah, they're definitely tryhards.
I think this is the last Sony dedicated handheld we're going to see.
Yeah, I
hope
agree.
so.
I think this is the last dedicated handheld we're going to see, with the exception of a
I think
Nintendo
they're going to
device.
lose. I think Sony's going to lose way too much money on this handheld device
Well,
to make another one.
I mean, look at what Microsoft did. Like, you know, Sony kind of did the same thing, but they really didn't push it as hard. But Microsoft came out with their Windows Phone
Right.
instead of coming out with the Xbox handheld.
Yeah.
You know,
Exactly.
And you know, Sony was supposed to do the same thing with the
Xperia Play, yeah.
But I mean, where was the advertisement? Where was the push for that?
They didn't
you know?
push it a lot.
They didn't push it because guess why? There's about 6, maybe a dozen tops PS1 titles available for that phone.
That's it. No, there's your problem.
They always
right
had a
there
problem with
that.
supporting their, you know, handheld devices.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the PSPs don't get much advertising.
you were dead set on getting Xperia Play, weren't you?
Yeah,
The
dude,
phone.
I love it.
And then you looked
Well,
at
I loved it.
Yeah, and then you probably found out there wasn't many games. It
Dude,
wasn't really
I mean,
Sony centric.
there's just-
It doesn't connect with your
There's not a
PlayStation.
lot coming out. I mean, like when
I think it does
before
Chinatown Wars.
before the Xperia came out, there's only a handful of games, and that it's out for what 6 months now. I mean, there's still only a handful of games.
Nobody
I mean,
has it. Nobody knows
Yeah,
anything
I
about
haven't
it.
even
Dude, they-
seen
they-
one in
Dude,
person.
they
like,
give an Xperia they give an Xperia plays out for free now with a 2-year contract.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when the phone's going
that's pretty
downhill.
bad.
When you can get the phone for free with a contract, it's pretty bad.
That's when it's downhill. Well, guys, we don't have anything else here today. We got Gamer Eat wrote in, said the thoughts on the monthly DLC we're supposed to get in Modern Warfare 3. I heard a rumor a while ago, Gamer Eat, that there was there's going to be monthly DLC for Modern Warfare 3, but it was never debunked. It was never confirmed. I always assumed it would be that pretty much like a 2 to 3 month cycle that we would see on DLC. Obviously, I believe they're going to bring out more DLC for Modern Warfare 3 because more money, of course. You know,
Yeah.
Activision's got to make that paper, and keep their elite customers happy so they can hopefully subscribe again next year. Which we'll see who does that or not. But yeah, monthly DLC. I don't think that was ever going to happen. I think that was just a rumor that somebody kind of kicked up, and like I said, it never got debunked or confirmed. or
Yeah, I
anything.
mean, the initial rumor was what? Elite Premium members would get one map each month?
Dude,
that was the rumor.
Yeah,
and I don't think it was ever true, to be honest with you. And I never thought it was true.
They're not going to confirm it because it's not going to happen. They're not going to deny it because, I mean, that's publicity.
Yeah, it's good
like
PR.
people are buying.
Yeah, exactly.
Elite
Ooh,
subscriptions.
They're
I'm
gonna
get monthly
buy it.
DLC.
Exactly. They're going to buy it, be like, oh, I'm going to get monthly DLC, and then it just doesn't happen. And they're like, oh, well.
We never said that was going to happen.
But
Yeah.
I mean, at that point, like it's one map a month. Like, I mean, does that really matter? Like, I'd rather just get them all at once. That way, you just have that whole experience versus just like, oh, I got this one map. This dude and this dude got this one map.
Playing with like
But
4
all the
people.
rest of y'all are playing the other shit.
You're gonna be playing
Yeah.
that one map with 4 people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I think that was just a little rumor.
Yeah.
That was just a rumor. But that's it for this week, guys. Not a lot of news. Hopefully next week we can bring you some more. But if we don't have a whole lot of news or enough to talk about, I think we're just not going to do a show.
Yeah, screw
That's
that.
what
We're just gonna rant.
We're just going to rant.
Yeah.
We're just gonna rant.
We're just going to rant. Okay, sounds
We'll
like
come
fun.
up with something.
We'll drink beer and rant about something.
This is our excuse to drink beer, people.
This is our poker night, huh, guys?
That's right.
Well, anyway, guys, if you'd like to see your gameplay feature right here, just hit us up, save it in your vault, put it on 2sig TV, or put it in your vault as Startup X. I'll grab it, hit me up, 2sigtv@gmail.com. If you have a question, also.
That it?
Wow. Polished off a 12-pack already.
This fool's killing that shit. What is that, number 7?
If you have a question for us, 2sigtv@gmail.com or hit us up on Twitter @2sigtv. You can also hit up Lawless @SickLawless, all one word, S-I-K. You can hit up Psycho @Sick_Psycho. That's S-I-K, not S-I-C-K.
Yeah.
And anyway, that's it for this week, guys. Anything you'd like to say?
Negative.
Nah.
That's it, guys.
Good.
All right.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you,
problem.
Lawless. Thank you, Psycho.
Anytime.
Startup X, and we're out. Peace.
Later.
Peace.